Senator Lindsey Graham.
Henry, that was a good civics lesson. They may not be a free lunch, but there's a free breakfast. How many of you came to it? The best thing I did for the Republican Party is feed people so you'll be out by 1:30. Because I watch you eat, and you're not going to be able to stay up past 1:30. So that town hall tells you a couple things. You live in a country where you can come and boo somebody if you want to. How many people would die to be able to confront a political leader? So they confronted me. They're very sincere and they're a little bit crazy. I like to be in a crowd where I can say, I own a gun. Do you own a gun? I'm not going to bother you unless you make me bother you. I like being in a crowd where I say, I'm pro-life and very, very proud of it. There are people that disagree with us and they have every right to. You want to look forward instead of backwards? We got it all. We got the White House. We got the House. We got the Senate. We got governorship. We got the state Senate and state House. Now, how did that happen? Democrats have done more to help us than we've helped ourselves. They're off in a ditch. In their world, there's only one way to get health care from the government. In their world, you don't own a gun unless somebody allows you to, not the Constitution. There's a lot at stake here. In their world, every judge believes they're a mini senator or a mini House member. In our world, we're electing judges to interpret the law and follow it as it's written, not make it up. Now, there are 150 judicial openings. My goal is to fill every damn one of them soon. To Harry Reid, you've made it possible for us to do that without one Democratic vote. How's that looking now, Harry? To President Trump, you beat me and everybody else. You won. I want to help you. You know what I like most about him? He listens to the military, and I am so glad to finally have a commander-in-chief who will actually listen to the generals. He says, I'm going to rebuild the military in a fashion we've never seen since Ronald Reagan. I said, I'm going to help you every way I can. In 100 days plus, he's done more to reset the world than Obama did in 8 years. I am now glad to have a commander-in-chief that will tell our enemies enough is enough. Let me tell you a story about, I can tell you one thing about Donald Trump. He doesn't go to bed early late. He goes to bed late and he gets up early. He calls, and I'm honored that he would call me, and I want to help him. He calls me while I'm still asleep, and he calls me after I go to bed. I wish he'd rest more. I gave him my phone number. So far, so good. What have I learned about our president? He's curious. He asks questions, and he knows no fear. And he's under siege unlike any president I've ever seen in my entire life. This is actually ridiculous. You see these 1,000 people? They don't believe he won. I do. Now, Obama was hard for us, but I thought we were somewhat respectful. Henry, good manners is a good thing to have. And to the people who are attacking President Trump, you're doing so in the most vicious, vile ways, and you're not helping our country. Bottom line, folks, is that, let me tell you a story. He got a call about 1:30 in the morning, about the time he goes to bed. And they wanted to know if he would approve an operation to go into a town outside of Raqqa. And he asked the general, well, who's making this request? Major so-and-so. Well, does he know what he's doing? He graduated #1 in his class at West Point. Then Trump said, why do you think I know more about this than he does? That's the commander-in-chief we've been needing. So we got Gorsuch. Couldn't have done better. Judge Gorsuch was a home run. There's another opening coming. Just hang tight. We're going to cut your taxes, whether those people on that video want us to or not. On health care, I don't know what the hell we're going to do. Here's what I believe. Obama's failing, and we ought to let it fail and make Democrats work with us because they created this mess. We're going to rebuild your military. We're going to have a commander-in-chief that will listen to those who are in charge of the military. We're going to get Washington more out of your lives than they have been in the last 8 years. We will make our fair mistakes. But I think we have a chance as Republicans to do great things for this country. And everything you've been working for in South Carolina has come to a head in a way you couldn't have dreamed of 30 years ago. A lot of you are in counties where you can meet in a phone booth as Republicans. 10 years from now, Democrats are going to be more organized than they are today. And South Carolina is going to become more competitive because of demographic changes. Does that make sense to you? So let it be said that our generation built a party and grew the party. That we brought people from all walks of life into the Republican Party under a shared vision that Henry described to you. I know at times I'll probably drive you crazy. I get it. But the one thing, and I'd clap for that too. One thing I want to tell you is that every time I do something, I'm doing it what I think is best for the country and the party in my own way of looking at things. We've got a partner now in Donald Trump who's very open-minded. He will do things that the country needs, not just the Republican Party needs. I really believe that Donald Trump is going to take the old-style party politics and replace it with a working-together spirit that will make us all stronger. I really believe that. And I want to close with this. We've had 8 years of a community organizer who apologized for America at every turn all over the world, who really believed that George W. Bush was more of a problem than the Ayatollah in Iran. Here's what I would tell the enemies of this nation. You better watch it with this guy. I was having lunch with the president. He asked me, what's the biggest concern? I said, in the near term, North Korea. In the long term, the Ayatollah with a nuclear weapon in Iran. We're watching Fox News with the TV is about as big as this stage. I swear to God, as soon as I said North Korea, missiles came across the screen saying North Korea. He leaned forward and I said, that's old tape. That's an old tape. He doesn't want to go to war. He wants to work with everybody. But let me tell you that you have a commander-in-chief that's not going to let this country be walked over anymore. To that nut job in North Korea, you better listen to Trump. To the Ayatollah, you better understand that we're out to get a better deal. I am so excited about the next years to come, to put judges on the court that will change the law in a positive way for decades, to fire all the Obama holdovers who are running the federal government, to create a sense if you work hard, you're going to get rewarded for it. We've replaced a community organizer with a builder. God bless America.